Hi everyone, hope you're all well. So for this yoga video, we are going to have some focus on balance and we're going to be also focusing on twists. So we'll then be incorporating the two together at points. What else have we got in this? So we've also got some seated hip openers as well. So if you do, I love that she just comes in this moment. So if you do need a block or a cushion to sit on for those, then that is an option that you can take, especially because we'll be twisting in the hip openers. So enjoy. So we're going to start seated. So come and find your space just with the legs crossed. So just get nice and comfortable. Just stay nice and grounded in the hips. Let the hands rest onto your knees with your palms facing upwards. And just roll the shoulders back a few times. Let's just let those shoulders start to settle. Close your eyes. And let's just bring our thoughts internal to us. Just think about how you're feeling today. Just have this moment to reflect, whether you've just woken up or whether you've just sort of settled and come home. How has your day been? What's happened so far? Just become aware of any feelings or sensations. And then just try and leave this to one side. Just let this fizzle out and bring your focus now to your breathing. Just focus on the in-breath and out-breath. And just know that this next bit of time is for you. Give yourself this bit of time now to just let go and just be on your mats. And as you're breathing, try and soften the muscles around the face. Soften the edges. Let the shoulders go. And just feel all your focus just drawing more internal. Now just continue this steady pace and take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just tilt your head to the side. From there, just gently take the head over to the left. Just hold it there and notice how it feels down that side of the neck. And then just take another breath, bring your head back to the center. We're going to take our first twist. So turn your chest and shoulders to the right, place the opposite hand over that knee, and then just turn the head round as well. So try and lead from the rib cage up. We're not forcing this too much. We're just starting to ease into the body and just becoming aware of how this feels in the back. The next time you breathe out, just release the hands and then gently find that twist over to the other side. So just draw those shoulders back. Keep the eyes closed there if you can. Just hold there in that twist. And then on your next out breath, release. Breathe in, take both arms up above your head. And then you're going to take a side bend to the right first. So just let that hand come down. Soften down the left side of your body and try to keep the chest open and shoulder back. We're going to circle the arm around 4 times. So as you're here, I'm going to hit my cat in a minute. You're going to drop the arm down. You're going to circle it all the way around. So you're just moving through the shoulder. So you're going to do this 4 times. So open the chest and then release the arm down. Good. After your last one, come back to that side bend and then gently just shift and find the other side. So just hold it there for a moment, just for a breath or 2. On the out breath, let that arm fall forwards and then open. And notice if it feels different in this shoulder, maybe to the other. Bring it back to that side bend. And then we come back up to the center. From here, both hands come behind you. Push them into the floor to lift and open up through the chest. Take the head back if that feels good. And then we come forward and take a fold. So just bring your hands in front, soften through the shoulders and the elbows. Let the head go. And keep the hips grounded here. Just take another breath or 2 and then walk your hands back in. From here we take all 4. So just come onto your hands and knees. So the hips stay in line with the knees, shoulders over your wrists. When you're ready, let's just start to flow through cat and cow. So that breath in is going to open the chest and lift the tailbone. And then the out breath, we round through the spine and let the head go. So just working your way through these 2 extremes. Just take your time to breathe and flow. And as you're moving through this, maybe just start to feel where else in the back you might need to push and tease into. You might want to start to take rolling cats, maybe have a little look over each shoulder, and C-shaping the spine, so you can just start to let your body move however it wants to move. Treat this as a little massage for your spine. Okay, and then from here, we're going to take our first downward dog. So tuck the toes, lift the knees and hips. And for the first one, just walk those heels into the floor. Just find a nice steady pace there. Just let your body react to however it wants to at this point. Where do you need to stretch out? Do you maybe need to dig one heel down into the floor for a little bit longer? And of course, keep pressing through those palms nice and firmly so that you keep that length in the back and that openness through the chest. And then we're going to stay here and take our right leg up in the air. So sweep the leg up, 3-legged down dog, bend the knee, just open up through that hip for a moment. If you need to soften that supporting leg, you can. Just watch the knee. Take another breath and then just see how that feels on the other leg. So we lift up, bend, try and take that knee up as high as you can to open the hip. and then just bring the foot down. From here, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Feet stay underneath the hips, bend your knees and just let the body fold forward. And if it feels good, you can take a little sway side to side. Maybe shift the weight forward and back in the feet. Okay, and then from there, soften the knees, even water, then roll up through the spine. Take your time until your head is the last thing to lift. Shoulders come back, let them have a little move around. And then we're just going to prepare to take 4 rounds of our sun salutations. So your feet can either stay apart or together here. Palms come to face forward. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Just have a moment to breathe, maybe with the eyes closed. Just let that breath settle. Finding that length in the breath again. Once we find that length, we can then take our time to move. We have more time for our sun sals. So when you're ready, on that first in-breath, take your arms up. Exhale, we come down to fold, hands coming through the center. From your forward fold, step back to plank. Knees or toes on the way down. So you all know this. Push into your first back bend. You can stay low or high. Push back to down dog. And then from your downward facing dog, come forward however you like. Step, walk or jump towards your hands. Keeping the sun salutation nice and simple today. Then we roll up through the spine, take the arms up, and then the hands come back down by the side of you. Okay, so because it's nice and simple, you can really play with it and go with the options for you. So if you lift, you might want to take a little back bend, opening the chest before you then come down into that fold. You might want to jump back instead of step. And then maybe keep the knees off as you flow down. So just flow through these next couple of rounds, however it feels good today, and however it feels good in your body too. Just take your time and just check in with that breath as you're moving. Remember, if we find length, we can find more time to move. And then when you finished your last round, just catch your breath, eyes closed. Just check in with how the body's feeling here. Okay, and then just open your eyes. All right. So this next section then, so we're going to look at a bit of balance and we're going to bring in some twists as well. So just try and feel now nice and grounded through the feet. Okay, so you just might want to take the feet apart or together. Just let the weight shift around. Really feel your feet on the ground. Okay. Now we're going to take our right knee up first and our left arm, so opposite arm and leg. So you're going to breathe in and you're going to lift up. okay? The arm and leg move together. What we're then going to do is we're going to take this hand over to the outside of that leg, onto the knee, thigh. Try and keep the arm long, so you want to keep that arm straight. And as this happens, you don't want to push the knee across the body, you want to keep it where it is, but find that pressure point. So you want to push your hand into the knee and the knee into the hand. That is then what creates this twist. So we're going to then turn the rib cage round, and then this other arm is going to come out and reach back. So that supporting leg, you have to really think about being nice and strong. So squeezing through the quad, lifting up as much as you can, and you're balancing, okay? From there, you sweep the arms up, woo, and then we come back to warrior three. So we're going to stay in that balance, bend into that supporting leg, lengthen the leg back, toes down or off, and then to come out, you can either land into a fold and rise, or you can step back to lunge and flow. So it's up to you. If you're taking your flow, of course you're taking one sun salutation to then come back to the top of your mat. Okay, so left side. So just remember, when we're coming into that twist, you're keeping the knee where it is. You don't want this to happen, okay? You want to keep it exactly where it is. Think about really lengthening and strengthening through that supporting leg. So left side. Knee comes up with the right arm. You then take the hand across. Find that pressure point, so push the knee into the hand into the knee. Take the other arm back. Palms are open. So that back hand, you're opening your palm to the side. Keep the chest open. Try and let those shoulders relax down as far as you can. And then deep breath in, sweep up. Exhale, sweep back. So arms go back with the leg, squaring the hips to the floor. Whew. Hand and foot comes down, flow. And then if not, just roll up from folding. So rest or no rest, it's up to you. Okay, so we're going to do this again, of course, on both sides. This time, have a little play. I'm going to show you another option. So, same beginning. So you lift, right knee, left arm. You can either anchor the hand against the knee again, or if you want to, take your fingers, so these two fingers, index finger, middle finger, around the big toe. Extend the leg out as far as you can. It's okay if the knee's slightly bent. Give it a go. Hook around the toe and then extend back and twist. So that supporting leg might bend slightly. That's okay. And then from there, you release the foot, take the arm up, bend that leg, and then we come back to where we were, to our warrior three. Oh, that's strong. And then we land either flow or no flow to come back to stand. Okay. So, let's have a go on the other side. So when you're ready, left leg, right arm, knee or toes. Push the heel away. As you extend that leg, take the other arm back. Rotate through the rib cage. Breathe, keep breathing. And then lift. Breathe out. Flow or no flow. Okay, so that last bit is a really good opportunity. So after your twist, so when you've come in out of that twist, if you feel the breath, this is where probably naturally we're not going to be breathing. So to check back in with it, when you release those arms up, take that deep in breath and then the out breath sends you back. Okay, so that's kind of like a nice cue to bring the breath back in if you feel that it's starting to be lost. Okay, so let's have another go on each leg. So just flow at your own pace with this one. So right leg first. When you're coming into the twist, your eye gaze can actually stay forward first, and then when you feel ready to, take the arm back. Sometimes it's just where your eye focus is. That can change it completely. You might keep the eye gaze forward. You might not turn the head at all. That's also all right. Find what works for you. So just going for once more on each side, finishing on that left. Whenever you finish, just come back to stand, close your eyes, catch your breath. Just let the shoulders soften, relax the muscles in the face. Okay. And then from here then, just open the eyes. Just let the shoulders roll a few times. And then we're going to come down to downward facing dog. So let's just take the arms up. Make your way down to your fold and then step or jump the feet back and send the hips up. Okay, so from your down dog, firmly pressing through the hands, we're going to come back to our three-legged down dog. So take your right leg up. It can be straight or bent. Just take a few breaths there, open up through the hip. And then we're going to bring our right foot to lunge. Bring it in between the hands there, if you can. So bring the foot forward as you need. And then from here, we're going to bring the back knee straight down, release the foot. So that front knee stays in line with that heel, okay? From here, we're going to take a twist towards that leg. So I want you to just bring this right hand up onto the thigh. And let's just focus on softening the hips down first. So every breath out you take, just try and let those hips go. Let those shoulders completely relax. Okay. And then the other hand, just keep it on the ground there. Push it into the floor to just help kind of revolve and turn that chest around. Okay. From here, I then want you to try and take this arm back. So release it from the leg. Keep those hips softening down. If it then feels okay to, you can then bring this hand and wrap it around. You can push the elbow against the knee, or you can then bring the palms together, push the hands together and keep that twist going. You may have noticed my hips start to shift back there because I'm feeling the twist is a little bit too tight. So I can either just come back to this point, or I can always just come back to here. So the option's there. Have a little play with what feels right. Just stay there in that twist. Keep those hips softening down. Good, one more breath. And then you're going to release. Send that leg back to three-legged down dog. So lift the knee, tuck the toes under, sweep it up. It's going to feel nice to open up through that hip there. Woo-hoo. And then just let it go, do what you need to do before we then go into the left side. So other leg comes up, just hold it there for a moment first. Okay, and then you're going to step it through. Lunge. Knee comes down, front knee over heel. Gently introduce yourself into that twist on this side. So let the hips keep coming down, keep the chest revolving round. And if it feels good, you can come up, take it a little bit further, maybe reach back, or bring the palms together. Every out breath, just letting those hips go. Good. One more breath. And then release the hips down. Bring the hands to the floor, tuck the toes under to lift the knees and hips. Take that leg back and just open. Good, and then just bring the foot down from here. Just take child's pose for a moment. Let the hips come back to your heels and just soften through the shoulders. Just catch your breath, let it go. And then from here, just open up through the hips. Might want to take upward facing cat, maybe cobra. And then we're going to take a seated position after this. So this is where, if you want to, you can sit on a block or cushion. Hello, little one, I just got to move you for this next bit. So we're going to find seated star. So she's going to come and sit in there, I bet you. Give her a minute. So you're going to have the soles of the feet together. You don't want to bring them in too close. You want to find a little bit of space there between the heels and the hips. So roughly, good way to kind of place this is wherever the hands can hold around the ankles, you want to keep the arms long and the chest lifted. Okay, so that's the kind of point you want to find. You also want to make sure that you're comfortable and your back isn't compensating, so we're not starting to round through the spine. So let's just lift and lengthen up first from here. So just let those shoulders come down, let that chest just come forward. Just focus on taking soft, steady breaths just in and out through the nose. So we want to really focus on lengthening through the back. See? Told you she'd come and sit there. Why do cats always want to find any kind of circle or shape, anything on the floor? They just go and sit in it. Makes you feel safe. Yeah. The other one's not too fussed. Doesn't need to feel safe. All right. So we're going to turn and twist to the right. So just bring this hand either across the knee. If that feels too tight, you can hold onto the other ankle. Other hand comes behind you, press it into the floor and just help. Turn and twist the shoulders round. So lots of twists today, really good for the back, but also we're getting some nice hip openers too. On the next out breath, release, and just find that twist on the other side as well. Just hold it there. Try and keep that length through the back. Just keep lifting up through the chest. And then just soften out of that twist when you're ready, and just take one fold here. So just let the head go, soften the shoulders forwards. Don't force it, just relax into it. Just take another couple of breaths. Okay, and then from there, just slowly roll up through the center. Just lift the head, and then from here, you're going to either come and lie on your back, or you can stay seated for relaxation. Okay, we're just going to have a little bit of focus on breath. If you're feeling your back might need that little bit of softening, I would probably suggest lying on your back, just because we've done a lot of twists. So you might just want to bring the knees into the chest. Just use this time to let your body do what it needs to do. Just take a stretch. You can take the legs up, whatever feels right. So you can stay on your back there, or if you prefer, of course, you can stay seated, but just make sure that you're in a place where you can relax, okay? So wherever you are, just let the palms open, let the shoulders relax down your back, and just close the eyes again. So let's just focus in on our breathing again. Just breathe softly in and out through the nose. Use your out breath to just soften the tension away from the body. If you feel your mind start to wander, that's okay. Just try and bring it back to your breathing, and just let yourself have these last few moments of stillness for your body and for yourself. Notice the atmosphere around your body now. How does your space feel? How do you feel where you're lying? Just start to have some awareness to where you are lying or sitting, and just start to have some awareness of your body again. So if it feels good, you can move the fingers or the toes, maybe move the head, or even just moving some of the muscles in the face, maybe lifting the brow or opening the mouth, smiling. What sensations do you feel? And then just take your time to come back to seated whenever you're ready. Keeping those eyes closed still. You can gently open them if you like, just keep your focus down. Then on your next breath in, let's just take the arms up. Bring the palms together overhead. Let the thumbs tap down to your forehead, lips, heart. Namaste and thank you. I've got a very sleepy cat now. Oh, she's just woken up. You've fallen asleep there. You've fallen asleep. You are, aren't you? You're completely zonked. You've got a teacher class on here. Anyway, thank you everybody. Excuse the cat. So yeah, let me know how you got on. If you have questions, of course, just let me know. And then yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.